getting married, we waited a while before we had David. So finding out that we were pregnant was a very exciting moment. And then 2 months into then, February 13 to be precise, he just screamed from sleep. And then from there, by the time I tried picking him up, I found out that his eyes had gone powder blue, which was the left eye. I tried speaking to my GP, and then we were asked to come to another hospital in Moorfields. When we first arrived at Moorfield the very first time, Professor Cole examined David, and we were told he had to go straight into theatre. So having a child you've been praying for so long, and then you have the child, you're meant to be enjoying it, and then they'll tell you he's got a condition that you've never heard of, and then having a 2-month-old baby go under general anesthetic and having a 50-50 chance of either him coming out better or coming out for the worse was a very challenging experience. It was a good operation, but they reckon the left eye was severely damaged, but we were lucky that he still has a bit of sight in the left eye. So he was given glasses to wear as a baby, and you know, as a baby it's hard to get them to even put on their clothes and talk of putting on their glasses, and he has to have the glasses on 24/7. So getting him to get used to the glasses was hard. Getting him used to taking his eye drops constantly was hard. And he had to have 2 pairs of glasses. One if you have to take him out, which is the dark one, and the clear one when he's indoors. It was a very challenging moment getting him to get used to it. He's 7 years old now, and every time he's had to have operation, I've had to take time out, because once he goes into theatre, it takes like a week to recover, at least to get better, for me to be able to leave him with anybody else, because you have to constantly check him. He has patches when he comes out, and he's got a tube in his eyes now that helps him drain the water in the eyes and all that, which is getting better, bearing in mind that there's no cure medically, and it can just be managed. At the time we had David, we were considering going back to Nigeria, and then even just telling family and friends, they felt like it was our fault. They felt like we had done something wrong. They felt like maybe I'd eaten something, because we've never experienced it. We never knew what it was. We had to go through a genetic clinic as part of the examination to find out if it was in our genes, and it was neither in 10 generations down in my lineage or the father's lineage. And then having to go through this in England, going to different major big hospitals, and doctors not really having a clue what it was. In Nigeria, it would be a very big deal, because we even had to send David's medical file to a few doctors in Nigeria to see if we come back home, if he can be treated, if they can check the pressure in the eyes, if they can see it. And all the feedback we got back is that they can't treat it. They can't even check the pressure. The closest place to Nigeria, so far now, I don't know, maybe in the future we'll have it, to check the pressure in his eyes is in South Africa. And I can't imagine a child having it in Nigeria. The result will be blindness. And I can't imagine any parents having to go through that. So we thought about it, and we always think about it. That's one of the reasons we're grateful that we're here.
The time I heard of this and I started my eye test was when I was one year old. It's an important thing. I take eye drops every day. Sometimes I go to the hospital to check if I need new glasses or if I need anything.
What would you like to be done for kids that don't have the eye drops?
Get the medical prescription and so they get better. Because nobody likes to have sickness or illness or any type of bad thing.